We did it, Joe. We made it to 100 episodes. Hello. You're currently on the phone with KCK. Yep, that's me. Welcome to the 100th episode of I'm on the phone with KCK. That's so weird. It genuinely seems like I just sat down to record this, although the room is set up differently. I'm not in a chair anymore. I mean, I am in a chair, but it was like this little setup, and I did it for like that for a long time. Probably should have upgraded sooner, but here we are. Yeah. Anyway, thank you. If you've been here for all 100 episodes, or even, I don't know, fraction of them, thank you. I really appreciate it. We're still small, but we are strong. We are mighty. I noticed in my videos now that I twirl my chair a lot, so I might have to go get a different chair because it drives me crazy. It's almost as bad as when I hear myself say over and over and over again. The only reason you really don't hear me say that anymore is because I have a button on here that I can push and it takes out all the uhs and the ums and the pauses, and that's nice, but I can't do that with the spinny chair. So I may have to go get the folding chair that's in the other room. Anyway, I don't know what to say. Like, what do I would like to thank me. Have you guys ever seen that that Family Guy cut scene clip or whatever when it's like he's in love with himself almost as much as Julia Roberts is in love with herself, and it's like her kind of doing this like press conference thing like they did with Hurricane Katrina to raise money. She's like, "Hi, I'm Julia Roberts. A lot of people died in the tsunami, but don't worry, I didn't." And I'll be around for people to love me for a long, long time. And then she does that like the laugh, the really like very boisterous laugh. Anyway, that's me. I like to thank myself. I like to thank everyone who is supporting this podcast still to this day. It's been almost 2 years. Yeah, like a few days away from being 2 years. Weird. A lot has changed since then. I've lost 3 grandparents. I've already talked about this a lot. I don't work at a job I used to work at for a long time, which I loved that job, but it was time for me to go. I went to Hawaii. You know that because I recorded in Hawaii. Where else have I been? I went to Ireland during this podcast. I went to Boston. A lot has changed. I've lost quite a bit of weight and gained some back. I haven't been to the gym in a while because I've been in the process of like doing and moving stuff and all this thing. So now that I'm kind of settled and things are back to normal, I will get back to the gym. I actually do miss the gym. I went the other night because I had some time to kill, and I knew it would probably be a bad idea, but I'm like, it can't be that bad. I went at about 8 p.m. It was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my life. It was awful. It was so bad. There's like one treadmill left. But you know what was weird is I went into the movie room, not a soul in there. Not one single person but me. I watched Taken while I was in there. Taken is a great movie. I think we talked about this last time. Obviously, Taken stars Liam Neeson, and Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson are dating now. I kind of love that. They have a new movie together called The Naked Gun, and I don't really know what it's about, but we will find out. I might go to a movie tonight. It's called Weapons. It's supposed to be pretty scary. It's from the creators of Jordan Peele. I couldn't really tell you what it's about. But they're like, yeah, the movie starts at 9:50. I'm like, 9:50 p.m. or a.m.? And they said p.m. And I said, are you trying to kill me? There's not a chance I'm going to stay awake, but I might still go because why not? Let's see. Pamela Anderson and Liam Neeson's new movie is called The Naked Gun. It says only one man has the particular set of skills to lead police squad and save the world. Police squad is the name of something. I didn't forget the to lead police squad and save the world. I'm kind of guessing it's a comedy. The hashtags are bumbling detective, parody, satire, slapstick, action, comedy, and crime. It has a 7.0 rating on IMDb. I wonder if IMDb is like, I guess critics could get on there too, but I wonder if it's just mostly public, opinion, kind of like Rotten Tomatoes. Is Rotten Tomatoes public? I don't know. We all know how I feel about critics, so we'll see. I haven't seen Freaky Friday yet, but I have had the Freaky Friday cake. Okay, national flavors of the week: Freakier Friday, key lime blackberry cake. A freaky flavor worthy of the big screen: a vanilla cake stuffed with a key lime cheesecake filling, topped with a blackberry glaze and a velvet key lime mousse. Disney's Freakier Fridays in theater Friday. It's really good. It's pretty tart, which I kind of liked. The honestly, all of it was good. The key lime flavoring in the middle was not very good. Like I like scooped it out with a fork, and it all came out at one time. But the cake was really good. The cake was delicious. It wasn't dry, and yeah, I really liked it. So you guys won't be able to get it when this comes out. Sorry, I didn't even see it till last week, like Sunday night. So I wouldn't have been able to tell you anyway. I apologize so much for that. But yeah, I don't even want to know. I kind of do know how many calories are in it, and I ate one whole thing. So it says nutrition value, nutrition information: 610 calories per what? Per serving? How many servings are in one? Hang on. It doesn't say how much one serving is, but I know for a fact that it's not 610 calories because the Beetlejuice cake, which was delicious, was like 2,000 calories, I want to say, and I had two of them. So who knows? John Krasinski has announced the A Quiet Place Part 3. It's in theaters July. When is it? No, yeah. It's in theaters July 9th. 2027. So we still have 2 years. But we got a little sneak peek of Spider-Man. Brand New Day is what the new Spider-Man's called. It is in a month, no, in a year from now, July 31st, 2026. Okay, it says Peter Parker tries to focus on college and leaves Spider-Man behind. But when a new threat endangers his friends, he must break his promise and suit up again, teaming with an unexpected ally to protect those he loves. I wonder who the ally is. It says Stan Lee is one of the writers. You think it's just because of the comics? Or do you think they've had this in the works forever? Oh, John Bernthal. He's coming up a lot lately. He's that guy that I said doesn't fit the mold for Odyssey. I don't know. He just seems too 21st century. He doesn't seem like he fits in olden days. Mark Ruffalo's in it. Zendaya, obviously. Sadie Sink is in it. Wonder who she's gonna play. Have we talked about this before? I feel like I've known about that. Anyway, exciting news. Slater has partnered. She has a new song out right now. It's really good. It's called Beat Up Chanel's, and it's like it's just like a fun listen. It'd be fun at a party. A little bit tipsy slash drunk, or driving on the freeway, not drunk or tipsy with no alcohol. The windows down, summer night on the way to like a barbecue or a party. How fun would that be? That'd be so fun. I'm gonna recreate that little scenario in my head. The Slater signs a deal with Columbia and Records. I don't know what that means. I think it means Columbia Records. Columbia Records, if you're unaware, is who Beyonce is signed with. I'm pretty sure Adele is signed with them. Should we see? Columbia Records, fun fact, is who Katy Perry was signed to originally, and they wouldn't work with her. They wouldn't let her release any music. And so that one girl from the documentary who actually passed away a couple years ago stole all of the Katy files and took them to Capitol Records. And then she flourished at Capitol Records, as we all know. AC/DC is signed to Columbia. Addison Rae, I didn't know that. Adele, I was correct about that. Arcade Fire, I don't like them. Billy Joel, Beyonce. Who else? Bob Dylan, Barbra Streisand, Blink 182, Bruce Springsteen, Calvin Harris, Celine Dion. Wow. Daft Punk. These are some big names. Destiny's Child, Diplo. Who else? Sovelstein. He's the guy that did the. What song is it from? It's not Zombie Boy. What song did he do with Lady Gaga? Anyway, it's that one. Oh, someone says she sang on SNL. The song actually has kind of grown on me. Still not one I would sing on SNL. We got Halsey, we got Hallie, we got Haim, we got Hozier. Oh, I saw Hozier on Saturday. My friend bought tickets for us, and we kind of got to the venue a little late, and we see it's like an outdoor amphitheater thing, and we look, and there's not 1 inch of space on that grass anywhere. And so I'm like, well, here we go, because I don't know any of the songs. I know like one, maybe two. And we get in, and my friends are like, oh, so we actually know a lady that works here. She's our neighbor growing up. And I was like, oh, that's cool. She's like, yeah, she said she'd get us pit tickets. I'm like, oh, okay. I still didn't hold my breath because you never know. You know what I mean? But she did. We got pit tickets, and the pit was actually quite roomy. It wasn't too packed. We had room to kind of spread out. And he's very, very talented. I was very impressed. And I would honestly go back and see him. He did 2 nights in Salt Lake. West Valley, technically. But apparently that place holds more people than the Delta Center, which the Delta Center is where the hockey team plays and the Jazz or whatever. And I guess I can see it. You can probably fit more people on the lawn, but that's a lot of people. He did 2 sold out shows back to back. And he was here last year. He was here the year before. I swear he's been on tour for like 15 years. But it was good. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. And even the friends that I went with, like a lot of us didn't know his music. Or one friend just really wanted to go, and I liked it a lot. I was very impressed. I don't know if I'd listen to his music still, like on my own. Never say never. But yeah, okay, Columbia Records is like popping up. Look, Harry Styles. A lot of people I don't know on here though. We've got Dove Cameron, Dominic Fike. He kind of bugs me. James Arthur. That is one of the most edited photos I've ever seen. Oh, Jesse Murph. Interesting. I really want to go see Jesse Murphy, guys. Really, really bad. If any of you are listening and you live in Utah and you have an extra ticket or two, or you'll sell the tickets to us for face value or a little bit above, please let me know. Like, I'm begging you. I really, really want to go see her. Who else is on here? Maren Morris, Megan Maroney, Miley Cyrus. I did know that. Why did I forget that? Mo. I really liked Mo's new album. My gosh, Noah Cyrus, One Direction. Wow, they have a bigger roster than I thought. The Kid Laroi, Tony Bennett, Solange. Did we talk about Kid Laroi and Tate McRae breaking up? They're not together anymore. Sorry. Tyler, the Creator. Oh, so these guys are the ones that are in charge of XXX Tentacion and him releasing music even though he's not here anymore. The Chainsmokers. Wow. Remember when they were like on the top of the world? And they kind of fell off. Yeah, that's what happens when you come for Lady Gaga. If you're unaware of what I'm talking about. When she released Million Reasons, which I will admit, it's not her strongest song, not her strongest album. I feel like Joanne should have got the treatment that Art Pop did. Joanne's very good, I will say. It's not like a bad album, whatever. But Art Pop deserves so much better. It really, truly did. It did so much. Like, I don't know. I'm curious what she's doing. I've already talked about this, but she's walking off stage. It's not even like an encore, and she's not really even singing. It's kind of like when fashion designers come out after all the models have walked and like wave and whatever, bow. That's kind of what she's doing, but with all Art Pop songs. And I'm like, I really hope this means something. I really hope it's not just some random thing you decided to do. I really hope this has something to do with an upcoming Art Pop 2. Okay, Columbia. That is a impressive lineup. Like, there's so many more people too, but I don't know who a lot of them are, and I'm not gonna find out. Beyonce's probably their biggest breadwinner. Yeah, probably. I don't know. Calvin Harris probably brings in a lot of money. Remember when DJs were like the thing? DJs were huge. Not so much anymore. They probably are, you know what I mean? But who knows? Okay, anyway, it says pop singer-songwriter Slater has signed with Barry Weiss joint venture label Record, oh, that's what it's called, Records, in partnership with Columbia Records, and released her first single under the new deal, the company announced on Friday. So grateful to start the next chapter of music with Columbia and Records. Slater tells Variety, they understand my vision fully, and I am excited for people to see everything we've been working on. It feels nice to have found a new home for my music. Slater kicks off this new era with Beat Up Chanel's, produced by Austin Corona and Wyatt Bernard, both of whom worked on Halsey's The Great Impersonator. The song arrives alongside an edgy music video co-directed by Slater and Hannah DeVries that follows the song's lyrics about love, excess, and detachment. Beat Up Chanel's marks a new start for me, said Slater. Sorry. There is something about it that feels nostalgic, like the indie electronic music I would rinse on my iPod as a teen. I've never heard that said like that. Rinse on my iPod? Does that mean repeat? It's an evolution of my sound and where my head is at creatively for the future. Drunk high school. Sorry, you would think I'd never read before. Drunk high school nights in parking lots, hanging out at skate parks, watching the boys, longing for designer items I couldn't afford, partying in motels in St. Louis when the bars would close, dyeing my hair purple. As a 28-year-old, I think back to these times of my life and feel like they mirror everything current. Slater was recently on the road as an opener for Kesha's Tits Out tour, which I missed. I walked in and she was performing. I was pissed, but I couldn't see her. I wanted to do something that was dramatized. I was watching a lot of Brian De Palma movies. All of these different things that memorized LA in a specific way, and I wanted to make music that could reflect that. I feel like Hollywood in general sense is glamorous, but it's also dirty, and I wanted to have the sound reflect those different sides. Very exciting. That is good news. Also, supposedly Iggy Azalea has signed a new record deal as well, which makes me so happy because I love Iggy Azalea, but I can't find it anywhere. So the only one I could find on here is this little random kind of sketchy website, and the information on it seems old. So I am not going to say yes or no, but that is a possibility. I have always loved Iggy Azalea. People love to hate on her, but I think she's funny. She's actually hilarious on Twitter, and I like her music. It's good. So we'll see. Although Chappell Roan has released her new song with Subway, which I haven't seen the music video yet, it is unlikely that we'll get music anytime soon because she said the album isn't even a thing yet, hasn't even been conceptualized. I think that's a word, but she's like, it could take 5 years. It took me 5 years to write the last one. I was like, oh, wow, okay, you're not in any hurry. I don't understand. Maybe she had to, maybe for legal reasons, she has to release a song every now and then. Kind of random though, right? Like to put all that work into that music video and a song and release it, all this stuff, and then to say my album's not even close to being ready. Like it's not even, there is no album. Interesting. So don't get your hopes up, people. I don't think, I told you we have another Lorde on our hands. That's correct. Lorde takes forever and ever to release new music, but oh well, yeah. So Beyonce has unofficially started Act 3 of her 3-act part. Okay, here we go. This is from Just Jarrett. It said, the film ends with Beyonce winning a pair of Levi's jeans from a man after a game of pool at a bar, as she then hops onto a motorcycle and drives off into the night. The motorcycle appears to hint about her new music. For months, it's been speculated that Beyonce's Act 3 will be a rock album after Renaissance was house and electric music and Cowboy Carter was country. In the campaign, Beyonce is wearing the new crystallized 90s shrunken trucker and 501 curved jeans. The Beyonce Levi's denim collection is available now at shop.beyonce.com, followed by another launch on levi.com and Levi's stores on August 7th. Is that today? It is today. Let's see how much money she made from that. How much was the Levi's, Beyonce collab? The specific amount of Levi's paid Beyonce for her recent ad campaigns is not publicly known. However, the campaign generated significant media attention and a reported $5 million in media impact value within 48 hours. Wow. That's crazy. I can't imagine she would do anything for less than like, I don't know, 10 million, you know what I mean? 20 million maybe? Who knows? So apparently she was seen getting off her horse in the commercial, placing her cowboy hat down and getting on a motorcycle and driving away, hinting at a rock album because I feel like rock and motorcycles go hand in hand, you know? So we'll see. I think it's crazy how quickly she's done it. Like she didn't waste any time putting her stuff on clearance from the Cowboy Carter tour. And it was like a week later when she announced all this stuff, like the new collab. I don't know. Crazy. All right, let's talk about Glenn Powell. I don't know why I always want to put 2 N's in his name, but it's not correct. It's just 1 N. He is apparently going to be in the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but it is not on here, so I guess we can't say that. He has 8 upcoming things though. The Running Man, Chad Powers, Huntington, Ron Howard untitled firefighter film. Oh, he'd play a good firefighter. The Natural Order, Ghost Rider, Monsanto. Wait, is that the Monsanto, like the company? The evil company that owns basically all pesticide things and lawn care or whatever. Young attorney Brett Weisner takes on a case against Monsanto on behalf of young groundskeeper Dwayne Lee Johnson. Is that the Dwayne Johnson? who used the company's weed killer Roundup and developed cancer, despite Monsanto's toxicologist testifying to Roundup's safety. I think anyone with a brain would know Roundup is not safe. I actually hesitate to use it. I'm always afraid. Every time I'm done using it, I'm like, I've got cancer, it's in my blood, like it got on me, it's seeping into my skin. Like I'm just always afraid. Like it's a well-known thing that Roundup is not a safe product. So interesting, I was correct. Doesn't Monsanto just sound evil? Doesn't that just sound like an evil company name in like a superhero villain movie? It's like a perfect name, Monsanto. Oh well. The Holiday Part 2 movie, I don't think is happening anymore, which, I don't know. It's like, it's unfortunate because it'd be fun, but also it's very, 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 very hard to recreate something that was so iconic and beloved. I mean, just take a look at Sex and the City. I'm currently watching it now and I love it. I absolutely love it. It is so good, so well done. The writing is good. It's just a great show to watch. And the new show, I've never even watched and just like that, but they just canceled it a few days ago. It was announced they just canceled it. And they ruined it. They kind of ruined the legacy of that show. Like the new show was awful. The new show, I've never watched it, but people literally they just hate watched it. That's like why they kept watching it. They changed so much stuff. Like Miranda's a lesbian all of a sudden. Not saying that you can't, explore, but she said several times in the original show how she was not into women, how she loved men, how she loved having sex with men. Like it just didn't make sense. And then the show was way too politically correct. Like so like I don't know. It just was too much. It was too much. And the first show in Sex and the City was not politically correct. It wasn't like they were disrespecting people left and right, but it definitely wasn't a politically correct show. It definitely wasn't a woke show. I hate to use that because that one channel has ruined it, that word now, but I don't know. It's very rare when a remake or a second edition or something, especially so long in advance. You know what I mean? It's not like The Holiday came out 3 years ago and they're making another one. Like it's been 20 years. I don't know. It's been a long time. So maybe the good thing is they're not making it, but the bad news is they're making a limited series based on Nancy Meyers' movie and works at Apple. It's interesting because Apple has a hard time getting people to watch their stuff anyways, so for them to take this on too, it's interesting. Plus, none of the original cast is coming back, so that's kind of frightening. It says searches are underway for well-known actresses to play the leads, with the first offer sent out on both sides of the Atlantic. If/when stars are locked in, the limited series, which comes from Apple TV's UK team, is expected to get a green light. The 2006 movie, written and directed and produced by Meyers, revolved around Amanda, Cameron Diaz, a Los Angeles movie trailer company owner, which, that would be a fun job. Wouldn't that be a fun job to make movie trailers? Wonder how you get that job. That's one of those jobs that's like, how do you know that job exists? Where do you get it? How do you get it? Do you have to go to school for it? Like, I would love that job. Anyway, and Iris, a London newspaper columnist who exchanged their houses on a whim after each suffers a heartbreak. Amanda meets Iris's widower brother-law, Jude Law. They didn't say who Iris was. Iris is Kate Winslet. While Iris meets an associate of Amanda's, a film composer, Jack Black. Released in 2006 during holiday season, The Holiday is a box office success, and almost 2 decades later, it remains a Christmas staple, despite Meyers never intending it to be a Christmas movie, even though it's all filmed during Christmas. Actor-writer Delaney co-created and starred with Sharon Horgan on the acclaimed Channel 4 comedy series Catastrophe. This marks his return to Apple TV, where he starred in season 1 of Bad Monkey. He was most recently seen in the FX limited series Dying for Sex and movie Deadpool and Wolverine. What does that have to do with anything? I don't understand what that has to do with anything. I just read. Anyway, so it's fairly early production, but it sounds like we are getting that. I don't know. I shouldn't scoff so soon, but I mean, look at the remake of Gossip Girl. That wasn't very good. That was a show I hate watch for sure. It was pretty, I don't know, modernized. I don't know. I guess TV's just not as good when people are trying to be too tiptoey and not step on people's toes and be too polite. But yeah, I guess we'll see. Paris Hilton has a new jet. Let's see. Paris Hilton has a new jet and it's very, very customized to her. It's pink and white and it is very glamorous. This is Paris Hilton's private jet in photos. The celeb's G450 got a complete pink and white makeover. Oh, so it's her same one. Would we love a recycling queen? On it says Paris XO on the tail. It says That's Hot also on like one of the wings, where they flip up. The stairs when they fold down says Sliving, That's Hot. What else does she say? Loves it. The seats are embroidered with her name in it. It's pink on the inside. It's got like a cloud painted sky, but it's like pink hues and stuff with a bird on it. Oh, how would it be? I would love to just like one of my goals is to be able to fly in a private jet once, at least once. Just know somebody that has a private jet. I feel like they're becoming more popular. There's that company where you can like charter private jets. I wonder how much that is because it might be worth it. Emily Blunt is on Hong Kong Vogue and it's the August edition. I want it so badly. But guess what? We don't get Hong Kong Vogue in Utah. I might have to ask my legion of rats to find it for me who live in other states. But she looks amazing. She has short hair. People are because she looks like Katy Perry. First of all, there's that clip, that viral clip that of hers that was like, look, it's Katy Perry, and she does look like her, but now she has the short Into the Rhythm era hair, and you can read the whole thing. I think it's so interesting they let you read the whole article online. That is, I don't know, that's interesting to me. Maybe they just want people on their site so they can advertise. Guess that makes sense. It looks like the whole thing is shot in an elevator. I don't know. She looks so good. You can tell this is a woman who takes care of herself. Like, she's not eating Doritos very often. You know what I mean? She's not eating like In and Out all the time. I think she lives in New York, so that would be impossible. But you know what I mean? No Shake Shack for her. It's all business, and she probably feels amazing. She probably feels so good. She's probably not drinking 3 Alanis a day, which is terrible. Don't do that. I actually have only had 2 today, but I started to drink those. They're called Bai, B-A-I. They're actually very, very good. So I think I'm going to try and wean myself off. I was going to buy vitamin water, but then I saw the Bai cases at Macy's, the grocery store, not the department store, and they were on sale. If you bought 10, they were only $10. Yeah, and I like them. They're very good. But it's probably not healthy for me to be drinking that much. I know I talked about this over and over and over again, but addiction is real, and it's me with Lonnie. You guys, I want this. I will place a picture here to show you if you're not watching. Also, I'm on YouTube, by the way. If you want to watch me on YouTube, you can watch me on Spotify, but you should also watch me on YouTube because there's more people there and I need more views, because then I could fly to Hong Kong and buy this magazine and fly home if I start making money for my podcast. Trust, I would do that. I wonder if you could write that whole thing off on a business expense. Flying across the world to get first class. Just kidding. To get a magazine and fly home. I mean, is that even possible? What are the rules for traveling in China also? Is there like restrictions? Do I have to get a permission? You know what I mean? Some countries are like that. You know what country is not is Japan. They love having tourists. And I know many people that have been there and they say it's amazing. So it's kind of on my bucket list. I've also heard that Disneyland there, Disney World, is amazing. Super fun. The water, let's see, Odyssey, is that what it's called? I don't know. It's like a water-themed theme park, and people say it's absolutely amazing. So I must go. I must go. If any of you finds this Hong Kong Vogue, please let me know. Please. So your mission so far is to get me the Martha Stewart mirror, the Ghost mirror, and the Hong Kong edition of Vogue with Emily Blunt on it. Why do they do it? I don't understand. Why can't they just have one main brand and just distribute it like that? Why do all these companies, all these magazines have headquarters and magazines in different countries? I remember I bought the France Vogue once, and I opened it up to read. It was about Victoria Beckham, and I was like, wait a minute, this is all in French. I couldn't read it. It was all in French, so it's just for looks. That one is. And it'll be a treasure, forever and ever. I've been reading a lot of stuff on Variety lately. That's where all these articles have been coming from. So Hulu, I found this out yesterday, is being discontinued, kind of. It is being morphed into Disney Plus, so it's all going to be one app now. It says Hulu app to be phased out as Disney is fully integrating service into Disney Plus. Hulu will replace the Star brand on Disney Plus internationally this fall. Wait, this clickbait again. Say ciao to the standalone Hulu streaming app. Disney said it's fully integrating the Hulu service, which it now owns 100% into its flagship Disney Plus streamer. A new unified Disney Plus and Hulu streaming app will be available in 2026, the company said. According to a Disney rep, customers will be able to buy a standalone Hulu subscription as well as a standalone Disney Plus plan. What? Isn't that the same thing? Today we are announcing a major step forward in strengthening our streaming offering by fully integrating Hulu into Disney Plus, CEO Bob Iger and CFO Hugh Johnston said in a prepared commentary on the media giant's quarterly earnings. This will create an impressive package of entertainment, pairing the highest caliber brands and franchises, great general entertainment, family programming, news, and industry-leading live sports content into a single app. The Disney Plus app with Hulu will deliver an improved consumer experience, which will lower churn, Iger said on the earnings call, but both services will be on one tech platform, which will result in cost synergies according to Iger. In addition, Disney, which already sells ads for Disney Plus and Hulu together, sees new opportunity for bundling ad sales by fully combining them, he said. In the prepared remarks, the Disney execs said by creating a truly differentiated streaming offering, we will be providing subscribers tremendous choice, convenience, quality, and enhanced personalization. This will enhance our ability to continue to grow profitability and margins in the entertainment streaming business through the expected higher engagement, low churn, and advertising revenue potential, as well as operational efficiencies that over time may result in savings that we can reinvest back into the business. So I'm still confused. Is it one app, but you can use both of them on the same one? Because they're obviously not going to make you pay more. Does that make sense? They're not going to just combine them and then make you pay more if you have a Disney Plus subscription, because that wouldn't make them any money. They can't just expect people to pay more. My understanding from this, shouldn't be hard, one app, you can choose to pair both of them together, pay for both of them, or just pay for one individually. That's what I'm thinking. It says the move that fully sew Hulu together with Disney Plus comes after Disney, following 2 years of negotiation, closed its deal with Comcast to buy NBC Universal's 1/3 stake in Hulu in June 2025. Disney paid Comcast in total about $9 billion, including $8.61 billion in November 2023, $438.7 million this past June. Comcast had been seeking more than $13 billion for the 33% stake. The final price tag was determined through arbitrary by a third-party banker. I wonder why Comcast was holding onto it so much. It's interesting. I thought Comcast is a monopoly and it probably needs to be stopped, but that's just my opinion. It says, in addition, the company set August 21st as the launch date for its ESPN standalone streaming product, priced at $29.99 a month. It's ridiculous. I would never pay that much a month for a sports program. I'm sorry. Okay, we've got 2 more books coming out. First is Cheryl Hines' book, Unscripted. Cheryl Hines is the actress. She was in... What was she in? The one I know for sure she was in was RV. She was the mom in RV. Now she is married to a guy that is loved and hated probably equally. What's his name? I just forget his name. Robert Kennedy. He was going to run for president and dropped out and joined Trump's team, and now he's like the head of health. I know there's a better term to describe that, but I don't really want to look it up. Cheryl Hines, she was in, this is what I thought: Curb Your Enthusiasm, Waitress, The Ugly Truth, RV. Wow, she's been in a lot. The Flight Attendant, really? I didn't know that. Was it the 2nd season? I never watched that. She was on The Conners. She was on... Wow, she's been on a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot. Bad Moms Christmas. Whose mom is she? Oh my god, I forgot her name. Dax Shepard and... I'm too tired for this. Dax Shepard and... Look, what is her name? Kristen Bell. I don't know why I forgot her name. She's Kristen Bell's mom in Bad Moms Christmas. Let's see. Ugly Truth, I've already said that. Labor Pains. I forgot about that movie. I actually liked it. I don't know if she was in Hannah Montana. Interesting. RV, Scrubs. Anyway, I'll put a picture here. This actually will make me edit the videos better because I need to start adding photos. I'm spending all day tomorrow, which is Friday, editing TikToks and this podcast and a Patreon and getting my YouTube kind of all finalized. So trust, I will be editing. I'm going to a derby this weekend. I'm going to the Nephi, Utah, Juab County Derby. I usually go every year because I love them. I just love the fact that people spend all this money and time building these cars or, buying these old cars and fixing them up to make them stronger. And then seeing how quickly they start on fire. I mean, all this hard work and then you could be done in 3 minutes or even less. I love watching the big front end loaders come in and pick up the cars. One time, this was actually scary. We were at a different derby, and instead of usually at derbies, they dig a big, huge mound around the exterior of the arena. Yeah, whatever. And just in case, so they don't come crashing into the audience. And this one it was just tires everywhere. And a car hit the tire. The tire flew into the gate and flung this little girl back. Shouldn't laugh because I think it was pretty bad, but it was kind of scary. So be careful. It's not the safest sport, but it's just so interesting to me. And it's like the winnings. Does it even add up? Like, do people care to win? Do people do this to make money? There's just so many questions. Me and my friend Sandy once went to this one thing called the truck pull at the Utah State Fair, and we were having the time of our lives because, first of all, it's so bizarre. They just put a bunch of mud in this arena. And then they tie trucks to like big boulders and stuff or other cars, like heavy things. And they drive and floor it as fast as they can and see how far they can get. And whoever gets the farthest wins. But like people's engines were blowing up. People's cars and trucks were starting on fire. I'm just like, what is this? I'm so fascinated. But the best part with these 2 hillbillies that were sitting on a tractor, and their job was to go and rake up the arena and stuff and get it smooth again. And one would sit on like the fender of the tractor and one would drive. And I thought that guy on the fender was going to fall off. Like every single time he went, they started the tractor. I was like, and we'd look and they would be flooring it down the arena. Guy is bouncing on the fender, trying to hold on, almost falling off all the time. And still to this day, it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I don't know. I love derbies. So this one they have food trucks out front, and it's close to my hometown. So like I know a lot of people that go there, and it's just fun. It's a fun environment, and I love it. It's kind of like the signification. Is that a word? Signifying the beginning of the end of summer. This summer went by so fast. Like I can't even believe how fast this summer went. July was my busiest July on record. Not making money, not doing anything productive, but making memories. Memories that will last a lifetime. I don't regret it one bit. I truly, truly don't. I think I'll look back on this year, and like half of last year, and really be happy I did what I did. Right now, I'm a little nervous, but I just have this feeling in the back of my mind everything's going to work out, truly. Like, I think everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fun. I just am putting myself out there more and taking risks. It feels really good. It feels good to change. As much as I hate change and love things to stay the same, change is also very good. It kind of forces you to do new things and get new routines and see new places and just do things differently than you would before. And it's kind of nice, kind of mixes things up. So anyway, not to get all like mushy on you. Why did I even bring that up? Oh well, I'm going to a derby. Anyway, her book, let's see, it's called Unscripted, and it comes out November 11th. It's a weird date because isn't that Veterans Day? It's also my grandpa's birthday. Also, we have another book I just listened to. This is why podcasts and stuff are so powerful. It's because I learned about this and I follow this guy. Chris Appleton was on the Jay Shetty podcast, and if you're curious who that is, I've talked about him before. He is the hairstylist to the divas of Hollywood, mainly Kim Kardashian's. He's also the guy that was wearing the shirt I'll have what Kris Jenner's having. I have that shirt. I actually don't know where that shirt went now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, he has a book coming out because his story is really interesting. It's a clever title. It says Chris Appleton's debut book is titled Your Roots Don't Define You, which is clever because your hair roots, get it? It's scheduled to be released on January 20th, 2026. The book is described as deeply personal memoir about reinvention and identity, going beyond hair to explore themes of transformation, confidence, and worth. Basically, in the episode, I've already known his story before, but he came out as gay at 26, and he had 2 kids at that point, and it was pretty rough because he's like, I didn't even think of it. Like, people were like, well, you had to have known. He's like, well, I didn't really. But looking back now, like there was obviously signs. Anyway, it's kind of sad because he at one point was saying that his kids were better off without him being on this planet, and kind of how he pulled himself together and became the hairstylist to Hollywood's most elite. He moved to America with 4,000 or 5,000 followers, and now he has like 7 million, I think, and he's super rich. He owns a hair company. I actually want to try it. It's called Color Wow. Yeah. And it's supposed to be this great hair stuff like styling and shampoo and I think hair color. So yeah. Anyway, I'm excited for that. I love celebrity memoirs. I was told the other day I should be a librarian. I was like, why? He's like, because you read so many like celebrity books and stuff and magazines. I'm like, I think there's more than that to be a librarian, but that's just me. I'm going to, say that. Oh, The Corpse Bride is being released in 4K on September 23rd for its 20th anniversary. And Mattel is also releasing a Monster High doll of Emily. This movie has had a profound impact on my life, and I didn't even watch it until 2022, I think. Maybe, yeah, 2022. We were in Vegas. It was me and my nieces and my cousin and my mom, and we were going to see Katy Perry's play. And during the day, we were just kind of hanging out in the room, and they turned the TV on, and it was The Corpse Bride. I was like, oh, this, I've never seen it. This type of movie always reminds me of a certain family in my town that I grew up in, and not in a bad way at all, but they just loved these Tim Burton movies. And so it always reminds me of them. I've never seen this, surprisingly, because I was pretty good friends with one of the girls from that family. And I was like, well, we'll watch it. And I fell in love with it. I bought it and I watched it every single night to fall asleep to for probably 6 months. It got to the point where it was on like Be Real, and I would post me like in bed and then the TV screen on it. And my friend is like, oh my God, enough with this movie already. Like, change the channel. I just love it. It's like sad, it's heartbreaking, it's good, it's entertaining. I just love the fact that the underworld is colorful, but the real world is gray and gloomy. I don't know. It's just about love. It's about losing love. It's about murder. It's about mystery. It's about money. I don't know. I just love it. And the songs, I really, really want to learn how to play Victor's piano song, like in real life. Oh, that's a goal of mine. You guys, keep me to that goal. I really want to learn how to play the piano again, like really, really bad. I think that would be so hot if I could play the piano. Could you imagine? You know when they have pianos around? I don't think they have them at Nordstrom anymore, but they used to have a piano player at Nordstrom, and sometimes a piano would be vacant. I'm like, how fun it'd be to go up and sit and just start playing a beautiful song, like "Someone Like You" by Adele, or Victor's piano solo, the one that got away. There's that one song, "When We're Older" by who is it by? I don't know, but it's beautiful. It'd be impossible to play. Like it's so complex. So yeah, I'm excited for this. I don't think it's coming to theaters, but I will rebuy it on, I don't even know what I have, Google Movies now. Vudu's was sold to Fandango. I think I still have Fandango. I thought it was interesting that Walmart owned Vudu. It was kind of a smart business plan, but they kind of were getting, I think they're started to focus more on being being a store and again instead of like trying to be like Amazon, even though now their website is basically like Amazon. But they own Vudu, which is a streaming service, and they own a bank also. Isn't that weird? But yeah, they sold it to Fandango. And what was nice about Vudu though is you go to Walmart and you buy the movies, and then inside of them had a code, and you could type it in your Vudu account, and you would have the physical copy and you would have a digital copy. And I loved that. I loved that whole thing. I actually have a Google spreadsheet full of all the movies I have on like physical copies of. I kept buying them for a long time after I knew like buying actual DVDs and stuff was dead. I do know someone that still buys them though. They actually love them. And then one day they're just going to come in handy. One day the internet is going to go down and I'm going to pull out my vintage DVD player and I'm going to pop in Shrek 2 or The Corpse Bride or I don't know, some random movie. Bridesmaids. Why did I forget every single movie ever made? The Katy Perry Part of Me documentary. I love that movie. It's so good. It's so, so good. Apparently, Lady Gaga has a new song for the Wednesday show, which actually started yesterday, second season. It's called Dead Dance. I don't know if this is actually true, so don't hold me to it, but we'll see. Let's see, what time are we at? I think the problem with this thing is if I stop it, it starts a time over again. I really hope it didn't delete the last stuff because I would be so upset. I'm like holding on for dear life right now, you guys. I don't know why I'm so tired, but I am. So the thought of having to re-record all the first episode or the first part of this episode, I would be so upset. Okay, let's end on Doja Cat has a new song. There's no release date, nothing on it. It just says Jealous Type, and it's very, very, I love it. I love it so much. She did say her new album was going to be very pop inspired. And I just found out yesterday that, what's his name? Jack Antonoff, who does a lot with Taylor Swift, is on this album. So, I don't know, there's something about him that kind of bugs, but I don't know why. So I shouldn't just like jump to conclusions, but he kind of does. I think it's because he's kind of known to not like Katy Perry, which I don't know. I just think it's bizarre. I also love that people nowadays, people now are like starting to realize that Katy Perry's tour is actually really good. And I'm like, yeah, it's not bad. I don't know why people kept like trashing on it. It is like a work of art, and she's up there killing it, still serving vocals, serving looks, serving just visuals, serving everything, flying around the arena. And I don't know. I just feel like pop stars nowadays are not doing that, but Katy Perry is. What was I getting at? What was I getting at? Oh yeah, Doja Cat's new song. So on the photo she posted on Instagram, it's a phone number, and you're supposed to, I don't know if you're text it or call it or what, but maybe that will tell you more information. Oh, I wish I had my phone. I can't use my phone because I'm using it to record myself. It's gonna be very nice when I get my new iPhone because this one's almost out of storage. and I can use this one as my camera and my other one as like my little note taker while I'm talking to you guys about the most important stuff on the planet. Also, Demi Lovato has been known for many, many memes and stuff, but one is her little sister. If you're unaware, on Desperate Housewives, Juanita, Gabby Solis's daughter, is Demi Lovato's half sister, and she was on Instagram once, and someone commented on her stuff. I can't remember who it was, but Demi Lovato comments underneath it says, "Stay away from her, get a job." And she's now selling hats that say "get a job." And I love that. I think it's so funny. I love when artists and celebrities just embrace their stuff that goes viral, even if it's like cringe and kind of embarrassing, you know? Like that's what Demi Lovato's doing in this era. Someone's like, the best thing she ever did was hire a gay manager and put her back on track. I'm like, true, very true. Okay, this last thing we'll end on. I know nothing about this, so we're gonna learn about this together. Alex Earl and Alex Cooper are fighting, and we're gonna find out why. Alex Earl, I think that's how you spell her name, and Alex Cooper. Alex Cooper, ALEX, is the one that has the Call Her Daddy podcast, the one that was paid $100 million for Sirius Radio's deal. So she has a lot. There's also Alex Earl, ALIX. She is the TikTok influencer that's dating, I think she's still dating a football player. I don't know. She's like stunning and gorgeous and people love her, but apparently she's taken over YouTube now. Like she's kind of come to that platform and done really well there too. Alex Cooper, let's see, fighting. Let's see. 23 hours ago from Cosmopolitan. Oh, did you guys see Margaret Qualley on the new Cosmopolitan cover? She looks really good. She looks so good. When I watched The Substance the other day, I'm like, wow, she's actually like gorgeous. Like I didn't think she was ugly or anything, but I was like, wow, she actually is very, very, very pretty. Okay, here we go. This is from Cosmopolitan. For the past 6 months, the internet has been convinced that podcast girlies Alex Cooper and Alex Earl are beefing. I thought Alex Earl canceled her podcast. That's what I thought. And now Alex basically just confirmed as much. Quick background. Alex Earl's Hot Mess podcast, which launched in September 2023 as a weekly recap of her life, revealing all the in-depth exclusive details that has everything or everyone watching and wanting more, was dropped by Alex Cooper. Oh, here we go. Was dropped by Alex Cooper's Unwell Network back in February. The move came amid fans noticing Alex skipped Unwell's Super Bowl party despite being in New Orleans. Wasn't she at the Super Bowl? At the time, multiple sources confirmed to Us Weekly that Alex and Alex were at odds with one another, one insider telling the outlet there's a lot of tension. Per a second insider, they've had a lot of drama between them since they decided to collaborate on Unwell. They clashed over business and their friendship is over because of it. Interesting. The plot thickened in March when Alex Cooper took to TikTok to dispel feud rumors claiming Unwell Network had nothing to do with the Hot Mess ending. This was seemingly done in response to Alex Earl's Wall Street Journal cover or interview where she talked about the production politics that led to the show's hiatus. Alex Earl not being able to podcast has nothing to do with Unwell, she wrote. I don't know why she can't / what's going on, she added. That Unwell gave Alex Earl everything back and Alex Earl owns her IP. Sorry, it's hard to keep them straight. The latest on August 1st, Alex Earl posted a TikTok where she alluded to wanting to start some shit. She added, low-key, is this my life that I've been waiting for? I have so much information. I'm just so glad that their names were spelled differently because I think it was because of this that was going to happen. Could you imagine trying to keep the two Alexes together? And I guess you could have put their last initial, but still. A fan slid into her comments to write, yes, tell us what happened with Alex Cooper, to which Alex Earl replied, how much time do you have? Alex Cooper has yet to respond to the latest shade, but I'm sat and ready for when it happens. The girlies are fighting. Yeah. Okay, you guys. I think that is it for me. Let's see. Oh, Hamilton. I've never seen Hamilton, actually. It's coming to theaters September 5th. So I'm going to go. And I'm going to enjoy it. I probably won't know a thing they're talking about. I'll be thinking of Trisha Paytas the whole time. I'm voting for Joe Biden because he quoted Hamilton. We hold these truths to be self-evident. I don't even know the rest of it. Okay, I think that's it, you guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for 100 episodes. I still can't believe that. That is... wow. That's over 100 hours of me talking. I don't know. I feel like I've gotten better at speaking. I still am not good at it. I've gotten better at reading, although today was a little rough reading like out loud, you know. It's kind of interesting. You kind of have to be on your feet because like a lot of the stuff that I'm reading, you kind of have to improvise it because some of the stuff is like I don't want to say all that, like where the source came from, like all that stuff, or like with the Alex stuff, like I had to improvise their last names. I know this sounds like so tough and hard and only I could do it, but it's true. Here's to 100 more episodes. I hope you join us. Also, don't forget to watch on YouTube. Even if you just like, because here's my thing. I listen to podcasts on Spotify because we know it's because I let Spotify Wrapped control my life. But it is kind of fun to watch on YouTube. I kind of like YouTube in the fact that it's just such a big, vast world out there. And everyone kind of has their little fan bases. And I don't know. I would just love to create a little community of people. And YouTube brings in money. So go there. And it's free. It's free, you guys. Unless you pay for the no ads. You know what's funny is I pay for premium on YouTube because I hate ads on streaming services. But I love commercials on like regular television. I don't know why. Maybe it's just like a nostalgic thing. But I feel like ads on regular commercials, like regular TV, it reminds me of like hurrying and getting up and like going to the bathroom and coming back before the show started, or hurrying and getting up and cooking something in the kitchen and running back, or like doing your chores in between the breaks. You know what I mean? I don't know. I feel like you can't do that with streaming stuff. It's just not the same. Plus, all the ads on those are the same thing over and over and over again. Anyway, I'll stop complaining. Thank you for 100. Here's to a million more. And here's to celebrity gossip that keeps my little heart a fluttering, a pounding, a going. That just keeps me alive and well. Anyway, okay, thanks, bye.